it started way back in August, I think August 2002, I think, and after a year in 2003, somewhere around March, after meeting friends like the Season and Reshelda and Mera Bacos, who's now Mera Tabay, we started what we call today World International Ministry.
My first service was in Maida Vale. I think that is actually close to Paddington.
There's a small, small hall. It's like a cafeteria, and there's a small hall, like 20 chairs. And then I remember that the only people that we gather in that hall is Pastor Rene and family in the Pompeseno, Sister Che, my wife, and I. And that's it. We have only few
people, but you could see already the closeness, as if you have known each other for quite some time. And it was good. It was good.
We had a service in Turnham Green. It's my first time to attend, and during those times, Sister B is the one who is going to lead the worship. So I'm not surprised when she called me to play keyboard. So because back home, we need to practice before we have to to play in front of the congregation. But that is a surprise. But hopefully it's but I understand, because we're just only starting our community to have a church. So glory to God, because God entrusted me a ministry.
It happens in MIC in Houston. That was 2007, I remember. And I normally don't go to church. And then Brother Emil, I just met him in the street, and then he encouraged me to come and join and see our church and try. And then I tried, and then Sister Rose, and kind of like when she asked me and talked to me, like I can see the calmness, the peace, and then I just, wow, they are kind of like really accepting me, like embracing open arms, like telling me in my heart, like stay here in the church every Sunday, go in this church, and then what I did is just follow that heart. So I'm still here, staying in London.
Even though the growth has not been comparatively, I would say, dynamically the way it was in Dubai or in the Middle East, the growth was steady, but God has brought us people who becomes our family, who invite other friends, and now we have a good family here in the UK.
I can imagine if I don't hearing Win, I don't know what life I've got. Normally, like Friday night, going out with friends and at the pub, just drinking, and then sometimes sober. Yeah, so it's big transformation for me.
It's a positive impact, because I've seen to my kids that they know how to pray.
This church actually giving me a privilege to know more about God by having all the Bible study and having the prayer meeting, and even as well the service. So I could say I really grow in my spiritual devotion, especially in the Bible study, which our pastor before really encouraged us to have this Bible study. And I thank God, because until this time the Bible studies never stopped, and through that one, through the lesson and through the dynamic discussion, we were able to learn together.
I'm so grateful for having, being part of that church, being part of this church, because you could see how God have blessed the community, not only in terms of number of people, but also in achieving success in their personal lives.
What I also enjoyed here was the time with the youth in church and getting to know them. As I went, the youth camp, I think the first one, and also the others later on, were events that I really enjoyed, and getting to know the young people in church, and then allowing me to be part of their life, and just being together with them, and being given the opportunity to be a youth pastor here. I think I really enjoyed that.
Win London is just not like a community that you could actually go, when you have a problem. but they are there to support you in every ways.
God is so faithful because He has sent us good people, people who basically blend within the church. God provides us with the financial resources that we need, to the point that we don't only have money to support the church here, but we're able to support other mission work.
And things like the sponsored walk, or money that has been raised to support families that were affected by calamities in the Philippines, or maybe other ministries as well here in Europe. I think that God has been faithful in providing the church with those means, and providing the church with people that are generous enough to share their money with others and to give generously.
In ministries other than London, we have now at least 2 other major churches, one in Gillingham, Kent, and the other one now is in Walsall in Dudley, and we have another group in Aylesbury. In all of these things, you could say from a very humble beginning of one family and 2 ladies, the church has grown as not only in London but even in other parts of the UK. Well, with the new leadership, with Pastor Stefan and the support of everyone, I believe that the church would grow stronger, and I look forward that it will not just plainly be a Filipino ethnic church, but many other ethnic groups would be part of it. And I look forward that the church would also be established in other major cities in the UK, and of course help the members of the church in the various fields of their profession, helping them to be Christians in their individual professions. And I'm confident that this will be achieved because we have a good leader now, Pastor Stefan. We have good support leaders, and I believe God will still bring more people who will help this church achieve its vision and its goals.
That's a big question, really. I would like to see that we continue to grow as a congregation and grow in our knowledge of God, understanding Him, and understanding His will for our lives, understanding His plans for not just for us, but I think for this city also, and the place where He has put us, and understand what He wants us to accomplish. So I would want us to grow in that understanding of God and the will of God for our lives, and to see people really be committed to pursuing God's call for them, whether it is at work or in their families or in church, to really be able to really accomplish that and to be passionate about that. So I would like to see that. But then I also hope that there will be more people along the way that will join the church, and we will be able to reach out to other people as well. And I believe that the church is here to be a blessing really for the city and the families in the city here, and the young people here. So I want us to be ready for that, to have a greater impact in the lives of other people around us, and to be able to bring the gospel to them. And we talked today in church about being ambassadors for Jesus Christ, to really bring that message of love and reconciliation to people, and that message of hope, to bring it out to them, and give them an opportunity to respond to that as well.